HWB about their recent Lebanon deployment, and throughout the day we will be fundraising for many things such as Ramadan food parcels, which is £30 per parcel per family, our Syria housing project, which is £2,000 per home, our Rohingya refugee education project, which is £1,000 per child for one whole year, and iftar meals, which is £1.50 each. The target for the next 45 minutes is 200 food parcels at £30 per parcel. Inshallah, we'll try and reach this target soon. Let's hope and reach this today. There are many ways to donate. So one could be, you could call or text the studio today. You could call on 0116 482 2086. You could also text and WhatsApp on 07748 855 055. You could also go online to hwbcharity.org, and you can there's a donation hotline you could also get through to. You could call on 0116 215 4623, or you could text and WhatsApp on 07405 917 305. We're also here today outside Jaiwala on Evington Road, so you could also come in person and donate too if you'd like to. This is 207 Evington Road, and please feel free to come through. You could also donate at the HWB office, which is Unit 7B Imperial Building, Rowleston Street, LE5 3ST. Lastly, we can collect donations too, so feel free to let us know and give us a text. So, now, Sister Fatima, what is it that you love about Humanity Without Borders?
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Fatima and I am a volunteer for HWB Charity. I love that Humanity Without Borders operate on a strict 100% donation policy. I feel that this is extremely important, especially when you're donating zakat. It's important to know that your donation is being spent in the right way and is reaching the recipient. Another thing that I love about Humanity Without Borders is the charity is extremely transparent with your donations. In the past, I've had receipts, I've had reports, I've had media to show that my donation is being spent in the right way, and it gives me reassurance as a donor that my money is being spent in the right way.
I think that's something that's really important for a lot of people as well, where they know that all their proceeds are going to a charity where it's just 100% donation policy, and it just gives them that reassurance as well that that is going towards someone in need or something really helpful.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's really important, and I've always been a strong believer on the 100% donation policy, and obviously with zakat, you need to know that your full money is being spent in the way that it should be.
Yeah, 100%. So, Sister Umayma, you recently went on a charity deployment to Lebanon back in February. So can you tell us a bit more about what a charity deployment is?
So assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Umayma. I'm also a HWB volunteer. So through charity trips, Humanity Without Borders, they deploy volunteers to different countries, and this is where people are in desperate need of assistance. So the volunteers, they support refugees and other vulnerable people by carrying out distributions in refugee camps. So it could be distributing hot meals, heaters with fuel, drinks, coats, gloves, and also visiting homes of vulnerable families.
Yeah, I had to look at all the posts and everything that were on Instagram and the videos that I was seeing, and it was just so nice to see they had smiles on their faces just getting those hot meals and everything as well.
And they're just so grateful. When we went there, everyone was just so grateful for us being there, and they were just so welcoming. Even though they had very little, they were just so welcoming. They were literally running towards us and running towards our vehicle, and it was really nice to see that even though they have a little, their hearts are just so pure.
I think when you watch it, it really puts a smile on your face as well.
Yeah.
Seeing them have, smiling. I think there was this one video of a kid running while you were in the car, and the kid was running around and going with the car, and he had a really big smile on his face.
Yeah. He was literally chasing after the car, and it was just so nice to see that even though they have so little, they have so much to offer. They have so much love, and they're just so pure.
Yeah, mashallah.
That's really nice to hear as well. For those of you who have recently tuned in, it is Humanity Without Borders Pledge Day 2023. We are fundraising today for Ramadan food parcels, which is £30 per parcel per family, our Syria housing project, which is £2,000 per home, our Rohingya refugee education project, which is £1,000 per child for one whole year, and iftar meals, which is only £1.50 each. The target for the next 45 minutes is 200 food parcels at £30 per parcel. So let's try and reach this target, inshallah. There are many ways to donate today, so I'll just list them all right now. The first one is you could call or text the studio. You could call on 0116 482 2086. You could text and WhatsApp on 07748 855 055. You could also go online to hwbcharity.org. We also have a donation hotline where you could call 0116 215 4623, or you can text and WhatsApp 07405 917 305. You could also come in person and donate. We are outside Chaiwala today after 2 p.m. That is 207 Evington Road. And you could also come to the HWB office, which is Unit 7 Imperial Building, Rolleston Street, LE5 3ST. Lastly, we can collect donations too. So if you just give us a text, and we'll be there for you as well. So let's get back to Sister Fatima. I understand you recently went on a charity deployment to Lebanon as well. Tell us a bit about what made you want to go.
So this was my first ever charity trip. Like, I've never been on a charity trip before. I've always been like involved with fundraising and, you know, bake sales and like, you know, fun days kind of thing. But I've never been involved like, you know, to actually go on the charity trip and distribute the aid. So this was my first ever one, and, you know, I didn't know what to expect. And, you know, but I did know that I wanted to go that extra mile, and I wanted to just go there and distribute donations personally. And, you know, it's different, like seeing it with your own eyes, like those who are less fortunate than us are surviving through very little. It was a really rewarding trip, but at the same time, it was an eye-opener, and it made me feel really grateful for everything Allah has given me, alhamdulillah.
So, you know, after you came back and you were telling me all about that trip, I remember telling you that, you know, the next time you go and like a whole group of girls go, you have to let me know. After hearing about how amazing it was and how you felt going there and giving out all the food parcels and everything, I just felt like I'd love to go one day.
So this was the first one where sisters were allowed to go, but they had to bring a mahram with them because, you know, another thing about Humanity Without Borders that I love is that, you know, they're very like on it in terms of, you know, the Islamic side of things, like, you know, they follow the whole rulings of Islam and everything. So they said that you had to come with a mahram. So that's one thing that, you know, I love about the charity. And, you know, this was our first one where ladies were allowed. So I know that in the future there are more trips that are being planned where, you know, sisters will be allowed to come.
Inshallah, yeah.
Inshallah.
You have to let me know about that one as well. So that all sounds very amazing, actually. For those of you who have recently tuned in, it's Humanity Without Borders Pledge Day 2023 today. We are fundraising for many things today. So we are fundraising for Ramadan food parcels, which is £30 per parcel per family. Our Syria housing project, which is £2,000 per home. We are also fundraising for the Rohingya Refugee Education Project, which is £1,000 per child for 1 whole year, and iftar meals, which is £1.50 each. There are many ways to donate today. So the first way to donate, you could call or text the studio. You could call on 0116 482 2086. You could text and WhatsApp on 07748 855 055. You could go online to hwbcharity.org. You could call the donation hotline at 0116 215 2468. You could also text and WhatsApp on 07405 917 305. We are also here today outside Jaiwala. We're going to do a bake sale today after 2 p.m. So please feel free to drop by at 207 Evington Road, and you could also come and donate here too. You could also donate in person to HWB office, which is at Unit 7 Imperial Building, Rolleston Street, LE5 3ST. Lastly, we can collect donations too, so feel free to just text us.
I think we've just had a donation, alhamdulillah, for £300.
Alhamdulillah,
so it says, you know, they'd like to donate through the website. So, alhamdulillah, our first £300 donation.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar. You know, it's so nice that I think the first one is always like, you know,
It's a £300 one that it really makes you feel
mashallah.
really good as well.
I know.
Alhamdulillah.
And do you know, because this is our first donation, I think it'd be nice to give this donor Al-Nasr
Zeno
yeah,
voucher.
voucher.
Yeah.
For
Yes, we are giving
six
away
free
for today.
nutters, and it's to be collected today. So inshallah, you know, the first donor that's donated, if you want to come to the Ramadan radio station and pick up your voucher and go collect your nutters.
Just to let you know, the first donations are getting free nutters, is it?
Yes.
So, but they'll have to be collected today. So please tune in, give us a call, give us a text, come over, donate, and you'll be getting your voucher for nutters.
And Jazakallah so much for donating.
So, Sister Umayma, back to you. How do you think those who are listening today can get involved and help?
So it's absolutely amazing that there are so many ways that people can get involved. So one of the ways is to become a volunteer. So alhamdulillah, Humanity Without Borders, they always welcome volunteers regardless of their race, their religion and their background. So if you would like to become a volunteer, please visit our website hwbcharity.org and register via our volunteer sign-up form. And another way you can get involved is by fundraising, and this is something that everyone can do. So it's an extremely important part of the charity, and you can set up your own fundraising page by filling in the fundraising section on the website hwbcharity.org. And that way you can also get involved with deployment. So there are many deployment opportunities throughout the year, and if you would like to find out more, then please email deployments@hwbcharity.org.
Just a little bit more about the fundraising side of things. I think you mentioned that it's really, really vital. And, you know, I totally agree with this. I don't know if you remember, Umayma, when we went on the deployment and we visited one of the camps and, you know, where we went was Bekaa Valley, and it's situated in the Syria and Lebanon border. And we went in February. It was snowing. It was extremely cold. Temperatures were -5 degrees. So we already knew that it was going to be snowing out there. So we already purchased all of our winter gear. You know, we went with our woolly scarves and our coats and our welly boots, and you know, we were wrapped up warm. And we went to the camp and we looked around, and they were all, you know, walking around either barefooted, in flip-flops, in sandals, and I was looking at their feet and they had red rashes on their feet and they had blisters on their feet, and it just made me so sad to see that. Like, you know, here we are, you know, wrapped up all warm, and on the other hand, you know, this is how they are living. They're living, you know, they don't even have sensible footwear, and at that time, you know, we all decided that we wanted to sort of launch an emergency appeal to fundraise for more Wellington boots so that we can donate it to that camp. So we launched our emergency appeal. Alhamdulillah, we fundraised, we got some more money, and we were able to then distribute those Wellington boots to that camp. But this is why fundraising is so important, because, you know, if we don't have the money, we can't spend it, we can't distribute it. You know, there's not much that we can do with it. So that's why I think, you know, fundraising is a really, really important part of the charity. And if you do want to get involved, then, you know, please go on the charity website and, you know, fill out the fundraising section on the website.
SubhanAllah, it is really, really sad to hear this. And at the same time, it gives us hope that, you know, by donating, by everyone, you know, even giving a little bit, you can really make a big difference to them. So if anyone is listening right now, please donate generously in the month of Ramadan towards our target of 200 food parcels at £30 per food parcel. Even the littlest donation will go a long, long way. So how many food parcels do you think we may have fundraised so far?
So I think we've got our £300 donation. So how much is that? If it's £30 for one, do the maths.
10, yeah. So we're getting there.
We're getting there. Come on, everyone. You know, whoever's listening, you know, let's try and fundraise as much as we can for these food parcels. And, you know, for us, like £30 is nothing. It's just a takeaway. But for them, it's a whole month worth of food for a whole family. So, you know, it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. And, you know, in terms of the fundraising, the story that I told you about how, you know, when I went to the camp and they had their, you know, they didn't have appropriate footwear, like, if only like you could see what I saw, like you would 100% change your perspective of life and what's important. Yeah. And, you know, actually being there, you know, it was an eye opener, and nobody deserves to live like this. No, like, you know, when we went to the camps, like everyone was so welcoming, and, you know, nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that. So if you're listening right now, please, please, please donate, and be our second donor.
Every penny counts.
Every penny counts.
I will repeat all the ways to donate again, just so if anyone has just recently tuned in, you can donate if you want to. So you could call or text the studio. You could call on 0116 482 2086. You could text on 07748 855 055. You could go online to hwbcharity.org. You can also call or text the donation hotline, which is 0116 215 4623. You could text on 0740. Oh, has someone just made? Oh, okay. So we've been told.
So the donor that donated £300, they said that they'll collect the voucher today. So barakallah, and jazakallah to you for donating.
It's so nice, guys. We still have more vouchers to give out today, so please feel free to donate and you'll be able to collect those vouchers. The first one, well, obviously the first ones to donate will get the first vouchers.
And again, it's all for a good cause, and it's Ramadan right now. Whatever you do during Ramadan, you always get more and more reward for it. And in a state of fasting, let's try and feed other people as well around the world, people that don't have food.
Yeah, it's true. In Ramadan, our rewards are increased as well. And imagine all those du'as you'd be getting from all the people that eat from the food parcels as well. And it's gonna give them food for a long, long time. Those du'as will really build up and be really helpful.
One thing I realized when we went on the trip is that the amount of du'as that you get is insane.
You'll never be able to forget it. It was just beautiful.
I know, literally the amount of I remember there was one lady and she just wouldn't stop. It felt like the du'as were just pouring out of her heart.
She was so overwhelmed with emotion. She was just so grateful about everything that we've done for her. So imagine just how much your donations, how many du'as you'll be able to get through that. It's just beautiful.
It is.
And the thing is, you just don't know whose du'a will get accepted. You just don't know. Anyone's du'a can get accepted, and that's what we need.
Oh,
we need
I think we have a phone call.
Oh, we have a phone call.
Oh, yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, wa alaikum salam. Hello.
Hi, it's Umara and Mariam.
Umara and Mariam.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Yeah.
So Umara and Mariam came on the Lebanon deployment with us when we went in February. So Jazakallah for coming on here. They actually, so obviously this is Leicester, but they live in up north. They live in Batley. So they weren't able to make it today, but that doesn't mean that they can't be a part of the conversation and the radio show. So Assalamu alaikum, both.
So do you both want to tell us a bit about your trip to Lebanon as well?
Yeah, so should we speak one by one? Yeah. Okay. Honestly, it was such an eye-opening experience. It's all good, hearing about it in the news or seeing Instagram posts on it, but actually going there, seeing in real life, seeing what these people are going through is just a whole different experience. And it's really scary though, because we see we've only seen a fraction of people that are suffering. Just think about all the other people that are going through things around the world, not only in Lebanon. But yeah.
No, literally the same. It was so eye-opening, and I just think everyone that's asked me from here when they say how was it, I'm I literally can't even explain it, because I recommend it to everyone. You need to at least do it once in your life just to see and just get a big reality check. Do you know what I mean? Of how good we are here.
That sounds amazing. So what would you say is your favourite bit about the trip then?
For me, it was probably visiting the camps, because I think seeing the conditions that the people lived in, it was heartbreaking, but it was also very eye-opening that, okay, people actually live in these conditions, and I think it's made me more grateful. It's taught me to be more grateful, because we have a roof on our heads, yet we complain about everything. But these people, there's you can have 11 people living in one room, and it's just so scary to think about, because what if you were in that condition?
And I think it's just that reminder that, these people, they had everything before. They were normal people like me and you.
Exactly.
And, in the space of minutes, they were put in this situation, and they don't deserve it. They really don't.
No, and I think that just teaches us that it could happen to anyone. It could happen to us. It could happen anywhere.
You could lose everything in literally
If we were in that situation, we'd want people to help us.
Definitely, yeah.
I don't think people take that in enough as well. Like we're here,
Yeah.
you know, just spending and everything as well.
Yeah, and just living our
I
life
think-
normally, like, you know, nothing's going to happen
Yeah,
to us.
exactly. And I think another thing people don't realize is we aren't doing these people a favor. In fact, they're doing us a favor. Like,
Definitely.
Yeah, like obviously for me, I think it was like the orphan days and also the home visits. I think the home visits were so like good because we actually got to see the like a snippet of someone's actual life and what they're going through and listening to their backstories and stuff. It's just like a real eye opener. Like you want to do so much to help them, but like there's only so much you can do. Do you know what I mean?
And one thing I remember is when we went to all of the camps, like one thing that I didn't know is that even when you're living in a camp, you have to pay rent on the camp.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I did
was
not know
shocked
that.
when
I was shocked when I heard that. And every single
Same.
camp that we were going to, they said that they were behind on rent and they were at risk of being chucked out of the camp as well. Would you believe that?
Yeah.
How are they
And
expected
it's like
to
the
pay
place that they're
rent?
behind on rent.
It's
It's like-
insane. Like the
Yeah,
stuff
like
that you
they-
learn there is insane.
Yeah. And like they're so welcoming, like they're so nice, they're so happy to see us, especially like when you went to like the orphan days and all the kids are so like they're so happy to see regardless of their like
grateful.
yeah, they're so grateful, like, and it's for like literal things that you should have that they're so grateful for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it really is. So could you both tell us a bit about what really made you want to go? What really inspired you to go on this trip as well?
So I've always wanted to do like a trip like this because I see a lot of on like social media. There are a lot of like deployments, and this has always been like a thing that I wanted to do. Just because like I want to go help, like I want to actually do something. Like you can donate money, and that's also fine, but I've always wanted to actually go there and actually do something and actually see these people and like talk to them and that kind of thing. So that's what really pushed me, and that's what really made me want to go.
I don't know about you, but like I felt that like after I come back from the charity trip, my perspective of life has just changed. Like, and I'm just like more like more vigilant and just because like you kind of like seen the other side and the way that they live, and it just changes your perspective on life.
Yeah, I know that's like the same for me.
Yeah, my reasons are exactly the same as Mariam. I saw it all over social media. I've always wanted to do this, but like you said, it's changed me as a person as well. And I really hope I can do this like so many more times.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think what you lot are saying right now is like literally how I feel. I've just watched all of you lot, like seeing the pictures, the videos of all of you lot. Just go to Lebanon and look and see it for yourself. And now I've been feeling it for a while. Like I'd love to go there myself and just have a look and do it myself. And when you give it yourself from your own self, it's like a different feeling as well.
Yeah, definitely.
No, I know. It's honestly a blessing in disguise, like that we got this opportunity to go.
Literally.
Yeah, it's been so eye-opening.
You get to see like change after. Do you know what I mean? Not like people.
Yeah, they are.
And I think another thing is when you donate to charities, like you're donating, but you don't really get to see like the after process.
Yeah.
With this, like we fundraise and then we got to like hand donate our donations.
Yeah.
And we got to share that to the people that donated, and I think that was so important.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously like we were posting on our social medias constantly, even the charity on their Instagram, they were posting videos and stuff so people can see where their donations are going. So I think it was good for people that don't like when we fundraise for the people that donated towards our fundraising pages to see where those donations had gone through us going on the trips.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is there anything else that you lot would like to say on the call today?
Just if you get the opportunity to go, just go. Honestly, I could not push it more.
Yeah, you won't regret it, honestly.
It'll be the best experience of your life.
Yeah.
I think that's a great word for everyone else that's listening today as well. So, for everyone that's listening as well, please know there are many ways to donate. So the first way could be you could call or text the studio on 0116 482 2086. You could also text and WhatsApp on 077 48 855 055. Do we have a phone call? Yes, we have a phone
First
call.
phone call, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. So who are we speaking to today? Assalamu alaikum. Oh, no.
Oh,
Okay.
no, the call's gone. If you would like to call back, then please do.
I'll repeat all the numbers for you to call on as well. So you could call or text the studio on, you could call on 0116 482 2086. You could text and WhatsApp on 077 48 855 055. You could also go online to hwbcharity.org. We have, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Hello, who am I speaking to?
Adam Malida.
Oh,
Hello, Deva. Deva,
yes.
I heard your voice.
Are you listening to me, Adam?
Yeah, I was listening to you,
Oh, who else is listening as well?
to your friend.
Okay, what? So, Adam, do you want to donate today?
Yeah,
How much are you donating?
£15.
How much?
15.
£15. So,
Takbir!
Allahu Akbar. So, Adam,
It's car money.
whose money?
It's car meals.
Iftar meal. Okay.
Oh, that's so good, mashallah.
Jazakallah, Adam. That's so nice of you.
Azokallah.
We got so excited to speak to you because
Well
this is
done,
our
Deva.
first phone call.
So, is anyone else at home donating, Adam? Are you going to make anyone else donate as well?
Sarah.
Zara's donating as well. Is she there with you?
Yes,
Why don't you give the phone to Sarah as well?
I'll be coming to Chaiwala in a little while to donate.
Oh, you're going to be coming here to donate as well. So everyone,
Yeah.
just so everyone knows, you can actually come here to donate as well. You can come outside Jaiwala and donate in person. Well, Jazakallah, Sarah. Thank you for letting us know.
Jazakallah.
I
for
thought we
calling.
have to do it.
Sarah and Adam, if you come here to the studio and give your money, we will give you cotton candy.
Adam, do you want to let everyone know how old
Jazakallah.
you are as well?
How old are you?
6.
You're 6
Aw,
years old. Are you
mashallah,
donating
so
your own
cute.
£15 today? Is it your own savings? Adam?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
is it from your money box?
Yeah.
Are you going to help all the children in need and give food parcels to those people
Yeah.
in need today?
I remember when
Um,
you were talking to me about that yesterday.
Sorry, 1 minute. Okay, that's nice. So, are you going to come here later on as well? You're going to get some candy floss, yeah? And
Yeah.
also, if I'm right, as the first few people who
Yeah,
are donating,
you're gonna
get,
get and also
Palzino.
voucher
Yeah.
to get some free nutters.
you're going to get some free nutters, but we have to go collect them today then.
Yeah.
Okay. Jazakallah so much for calling today.
Azokallah.
All right. Hafiz.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
That was so cute, mashallah. That is so cute. So if a 6-year-old can call and donate, what is stopping you? Whoever's listening to us right now, pick up the phone, donate. You can donate on the website. You can, come in person.
Maybe any children listening can,
I know. It'd
make
be
their
nice
mum
to
and
speak
dad,
to
tell
you
their mum and
guys.
dad, they want to call. So I will repeat all the ways you can donate again. So you could either call or text the studio. You could call on 0116 482 2086. You can text and WhatsApp on 077 48 855 055. You could also go online to hwbcharity.org. We also have a donation hotline where you could call 0116 215 4623. You could text and WhatsApp 07 405 917 305. We're also here today at Jaiwala, so you can come and donate in person over here, or you could go to the HWB office, which is Unit 7B Imperial Building, Rolleston Street, LE5 3SD. Lastly, we can collect donations too, so please just feel free to give us a text. So, let's go back to Umayma. So, about the whole trip, what did you expect to see before you went on that trip?
So I think our kind of expectations were that it was obviously, like Sister Fatima said, that it was going to be cold. But like when we went to Bakar Valley, it was because it's located between the mountains, and the higher up we went, the temperature decreased. So it was like extremely cold for us, and we were layered up. So imagine how it would feel for the people in refugee camps. And they barely have like the minimum essentials. So with the donations received, we were able to distribute the jackets, the hats, gloves, and heaters with the fuel as well, alhamdulillah. So another thing is that we see in the media that the refugee camps, and we kind of expected that they would give it to them for free, but that's not the case anymore. So they did have to start paying for their tents, and if they couldn't pay for a year, I think it is, then they would be evicted. So and that's on top of that, they would also go like days without food, and if they don't have wood for the heaters, then the children would have to find leather shoes on the streets or anything they can get their hands on for a bit of warmth. So I think it just made us feel more grateful for everything that we do have, and just, you know, it made us more want to like fundraise a bit more so we can provide more as well.
Alhamdulillah. So is there anything else that you'd like to say about how you felt whilst you were out there as well?
So I think like personally experiencing the people's like living conditions and being personally involved in distributing the goods, and seeing their beautiful smiles and like giving them hope is just like such an amazing eye-opening experience. So it's like a completely different perspective of life, where they go through a simple routine of waking up and hoping that they receive some food, some clean water, heat, and like maybe a good sleep. So it was like honestly quite heartbreaking that these things we take for granted, and they are rare for them. And like bear in mind, before the civil war, the Syrian refugees, they all had the essentials that we had as well. So and like just like now it changes like really, really quickly. And it can happen to any of us in the blink of an eye. So we should always 100% like be grateful to Allah for the things that we have, and remember that we do have a responsibility to help our brothers and sisters, and that could be through like making dua for them and also like giving charity. So please remember to donate, everyone, generously.
I think like Fatima also said earlier that, you know, if we were in that position, we'd want that for us too as well.
Yeah.
You know, we're here just enjoying things in our life. Like, you never know, that could all go in any second.
Yeah.
You know, and everything, we don't know what's going to happen like in the next day or in the next hour.
Yeah, like this is all like luxury to us, and for them it's like they barely have like just the basic essentials. So like we should definitely not take in granted everything. Like, you know, like Sister Fatima said about how we have to be more careful about like our overspending on like things that we don't need, and just kind of just like buy the basic things that we do have and just be grateful for them.
I think another example would be that Turkey earthquakes.
Yeah.
I know, within a second, you know.
Literally, they did not see that coming. They did not know, you know, overnight. Next thing you know, they wake up and like people are just, you know, without houses, without things, like everything they had within their homes was just gone. So if anyone is listening right now, please donate generously in the month of Ramadan towards our target of 200 food parcels at £30 per food parcel. Literally any and every donation will go a long way. £30 is nothing for us, but it's everything to those who are less fortunate.
Just on the donations, you know, we've not had a long donation for a long time now, so I just want to make sure everyone can, you know, hear us, and, you know, if you're there, please donate. You know, we have targets, and, you know, we need to make sure that we meet those targets so that we can distribute, and, you know, your donations can go a long way. So just as a reminder, you know, what are we fundraising for today?
So, oh yes, we are fundraising today. We're fundraising for, the first thing would be a Ramadan food aid, which is £1.50 per iftar and £30 per food parcel. We're also fundraising for Syria housing, which is £2,000 per home, or you could just do £200 per share. So, you know, there's a lot of things to, you know, donate to today. We also have the Rohingya refugee education, which is £1,000 per child or £100 per share as well. So, which is 10 shares per student. So we have a lot of things to donate to today. And, like I said, every single donation goes a long way. Even that £15 contributes to all of this as well.
We only have less than 10 minutes, so if anyone wants to donate, please call and donate right now, or donate on the website, or come in person and donate. Imagine donating today and seeing your donations in action tomorrow. Again, like I said, with Humanity Without Borders, they operate on a full transparency basis. So, whatever you donate, you'll be able to see, a media, you'll be able to see receipts. You'll have that full transparency that your donation is, being spent in the correct way. And again, what's the phone line?
So I'll repeat all the ways you can donate for those of you who may have just tuned in, and for those of you who might just want a reminder, you could call or text the studio. You could call on 0116 482 2086. You can text on 077 488 55055. You could also go online to the hwbcharity.org website. We also have a donation hotline, which you could call on 0116 215 4623, or you could text on 07405 917 305.
Whoever's listening right now, just think that, Allah has chosen you to listen to us right now. You could be doing anything, but Allah has chosen you to listen to our radio show, in our Sisters Hour. So, the fact that Allah has chosen you, it's only right that you then use that time and donate and, pick up the phone. And, like I said, you could be doing anything right now, but, you're listening to us. So please donate and help us reach our targets.
Your rewards will be increased as well, because it is Ramadan as well. So if you did donate already, you can text and let us know, so we can inshallah kind of raise more awareness on it and mention your pledge.
Yes, and also there was those vouchers for
and also Palzino,
who would like a natto
vouchers, which you obviously can go collect today as well. So we still have many left to give out, and obviously you'll get the natters and you can go collect them today. So I'll repeat all the ways you can actually donate once again for everyone who's listening. You could call or text the studio. You could call on 0116 482 2086. You could text on 077 48 855 055. You could go online to hwbcharity.org and donate there. You could also call our donation hotline on 0116 215 4623. You could also text on 07405 917 305. We are here today after 2 p.m. We're going to have a little bake sale outside Jaiwala today at 207 Evington Road. So please feel free to come over and, maybe even donate here, buy a few things from the charity. There's going to be things from different bakers, such as KB Bakes. There's going to be Baker Street Cakes and also Purple Bow Cakes. There's going to be different types of foods. What foods will there be, Fatima?
So I think there's samosas, chicken palau,
biryani.
So come quick.
We have a phone call. We have a phone call.
Oh, we have a phone. I've just got a notification to say that we've got £480 online. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. What amazing, generous.
Right, is the phone call on?
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, wa alaikum salam.
Hello, Zeba.
Hi, Mom.
Zeba, I think you're popular today.
Mom, are you donating today?
Yes, we are, and we would like to donate £300 to the most needy.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar. Who's we?
Me and your dad.
You and Dad. Okay, that's so nice of you. So Adam's donated, you and Dad.
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar. So I'm guessing the rest of you will come and donate as well?
I'm sure we will.
Yeah, that's so nice. Let everyone else in the family know as well, all our aunties and everything. Make sure everyone calls in. It'll be so nice to get...
the message has gone round, and hopefully everyone will be calling in today.
Tell them we only have about less than 10 minutes. Our sisters will be on the call on this radio. So if they want to call, tell them to call soon. We're trying to reach our target as well.
Okay, no worries. I'll give them a call right now, okay?
Yeah, give them...
Jazakallah so
let
much
them
for
all
calling.
You're doing an amazing job, girls. Carry on.
Oh, Jazakallah.
We are, but even though as sisters will be here till for the next 10 minutes. We are here all the way until iftar. So if anyone wants to call all the way until then, they have enough time to call and donate. But we're trying to reach our target today. So let everyone know, everyone that you know on your Facebook and everything as well.
Okay, no worries. I will inshallah do that for you.
All right.
Oh, jazakallah so much.
Barakallah. Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Your family is so supportive, mashallah.
I know, mashallah, it's so
They
nice.
my mum actually does a lot of charity work herself, so she loves doing all this. Like, you know, she actually used to like be on radio in Ramadan herself.
That's
Yeah.
We should have had her today.
Yeah, she would have loved it.
A special guest.
She would have loved it, yeah.
Aw.
So when I told her, she was actually very happy that I was doing it as well. She was like, you know, go for it. You know, it's gonna be great, you know. So I think at home they're all listening as well. So when I go home, I feel like they're just gonna speak to me because it's my first time doing it as well.
Oh, alhamdulillah. It's so nice to have a supportive family,
Yeah,
and you know,
definitely.
everyone calling in, and you know, it's so cute.
Okay, so shall we get back to Fatima about I wanted to ask you one more thing actually. So I wanted to know, what is like a typical deployment day over there? What did it involve?
So we were there for about 5 days, and it was very, very long days. So we start at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we'd finish at 8 o'clock in the evening. So every day we would start off by going to the HWB warehouse. This is where all, you know, whatever we've prepared, like hygiene kits, mattresses, all of that is stored in the warehouse. So we load the truck with everything that we need for the day, and then we visit different camps. So I think we probably visit about 2 or 3 different camps in the morning, distributing different things such as blankets, mattresses, hygiene kits, heaters, fuel. So we distribute different things depending on the needs of that camp. And then once we've done that, then we go and help prepare with the hot meals. So with these camps, they haven't had like hot meals, like, you know, the only time that they ever get hot meals is when UK charities go there and give that to them. So we go, we prepare the hot meals, and then we sort of pack it all up, put it back in the truck again, and then we go and donate the hot meals to the camps. So we probably go and donate the hot meals to about 2 different camps. After that, we'll probably usually have like an orphan day, so like an orphan fun day for all the people in the orphanages. One day we had orphan day in a school for the orphans, so it's like a fun day for them.
Is that where you wore that
dressed up
short
in costume?
costume?
So we all dressed up as costumes to make it fun for the children, and we, at the end of each sort of fun day, we were giving them a pack of like toys and, you know, stationery and things, like a goodie bag with all stuff in it, and, you know, they really enjoyed that.
Really loved it.
And I think one thing that was a big hit was after every distribution, whether it's a camp or anything, you know, we'd distribute sweets, and I think that makes the children so happy. Like, they literally like rush around us and like
that
so we
sounds so
distribute the
good.
sweets, and then after the orphan fun day, we'll go and we'll go and distribute to the local Lebanese families. So not only do we help Syrian and Palestinian refugees, we also help the local Lebanese people that are there, because you have to remember that they themselves are going through a crisis. You know, their economy has collapsed. Is completely collapsed, and you know, they themselves are in need as well. So we would go and distribute to the local Lebanese families that are in need, and then we would end the day by doing home visits, where we would visit different sort of homes, and, you know, do the sort of case studies of, you know, depending on like the different homes that we go to, and we get to sort of see the kind of conditions that they live in and stuff. And that's basically our day. So it was like a fully packed day. We didn't even have like time to have lunch or anything. Like, it was really, you know, on the go, one after the other. But, you know, that's what we were there for. It was productive, and you know, we made use out of the time that we were there.
Yeah, it was just a completely like beautiful experience. Like you mentioned as well, like the crisis that the Lebanon people they're facing. It's like £1 to us is 143,000 Lebanese pounds. So like, because it's like the crisis like completely is just damaged. So like, definitely we shouldn't forget about the Lebanese people as well.
I think we've just had a message to say that if a mahram is required when you know, going on these deployments, yes, we do. HWB Charity Humanity Without Borders do require a mahram, again, because we follow the Islamic values, and, you know, we follow the Islamic ruling. So for that reason, you would require a mahram to come with you.
Hope that's answered whoever asked that question as well. But
I
yeah,
think like Humaima, she came with her dad.
Yeah, I came with my dad.
I think if I was to ever come, I'd take my little brother with me. He'd love something like that.
He would love that.
So I've got a brother who's he's turning 15.
Yeah.
And I feel like this kind of stuff he'd love.
Yeah, definitely.
It's an amazing chance for the young people to actually get the experience, and like I feel like sometimes obviously for them it's like always just phones around them and they kind of have everything they have, like what they need, but for them to kind of get like a reality check, like it's something that I think everyone should kind of experience.
One thing I found really cute was when you and your dad were doing the distribution together. You were literally like working as a team, and I loved it. I found it so cute, mashallah. Honestly, like, you know, it's a chance for you to bond with your mahram, you know, whoever you go with. You know, you're doing it together in the path of Allah, and you know, again, that relationship, Allah puts barakah in your relationship as well.
Yeah, definitely increases the bond.
Whether it's a brother, a father, a husband, you know, whatever it is, you're doing something in the path of Allah, so Allah will put barakah in your relationship.
So the same about you and Tayyab, mashallah, like you worked amazing as a team.
Jazakallah.
So guys, we have about 2.5 minutes left on this radio, and the rest of the day will be a lot of other people joining on the radio. So guys, everyone listening, you have until iftar to donate as much as you want, as much as you can. So today is Humanity Without Borders Ramadan Radio Pledge Day 2023. My name is Zeba, and I'm here today with Sister Fatima and Sister Umayma. So we've spoken about their recent Lebanon deployment today, and today we're also fundraising throughout the whole day for the Ramadan food parcels, which is £30 per parcel per family. Our Syria housing project, which is £2,000 per home. Our Rohingya refugee education project, which is £1,000 per child for one whole year, and iftar meals, which just cost £1.50 each. There are many ways to donate, so I'll just list them all. You could call or text the studio. You could call on 0116 482 2086. You could text on 077 48 855 055. You could also go online to the hwbcharity.org website and donate.
Alhamdulillah, we've had another £300 donation on the website. Jazakallah so much.
Alhamdulillah.
Everyone say
Takbir.
takbir. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah, we've had another donation. I was thinking it's gone a bit quiet.
No, this is amazing. We've had quite a few now,
I think because it's been namaz time and stuff as well. But if there's sisters listening at home, let's show the brothers that, you know, we can donate and we can do more.
And don't forget, you have all today to donate. Whatever, call in whenever you can today, and please donate. You could also call the donation hotline on 0116 215 4623. You could also text on the donation hotline on 07405 917 305. We're also here today outside Chaiwala until after iftar as well, so feel free to pop over if you want in person. If that's easier for you and you may even live in the area, pop over and you can donate. We're also having a bake sale, so you can come and maybe even come donate through buying some cupcakes and things like that. And you can also go to the HWB office, and which is Unit 7B, Imperial Building, Rolleston Street, LE5 3SD. Lastly, we can collect donations too, so just text us and let us know. So I think that is us sisters done, and
Jazakallah.